All right, this is a challenge and a real-world connection under the topic of solving multi-step inequalities. And this scenario is this: you want to earn at least $1,500 over the summer, and you have a couple options available to you. One option is you can mow lawns, and you earn $12 per hour doing that. Or you could also work for your mom's graphic design firm for a little more money, $16 an hour. So the question is, what is the most number of hours you can spend mowing lawns while still meeting your goal? Okay, the summer is 10 weeks long, and you can spend 10 hours per week working. So at first glance, it looks like you should just spend 10 hours a week at your mom's business because you earn more money. But I think the implication here is that maybe you'd rather be outside, maybe you more enjoy mowing lawns than working at a computer perhaps. So you're wondering what's the most number of hours you can spend mowing lawns while you're still able to earn over $1,500 over the summer. So one tip I give for every word problem is to look for the question mark, and here's the question mark right here. That's going to help you define your variable. So let's let x equal number of hours, and I'm going to say per week here, and I'll tell you why in a second, mowing lawns. Okay, so I want to try to simplify this a little bit and just talk about how many hours per week you're working in each job, with a new goal of averaging $150 per week, okay? And that will get the $1,500 that you're looking for the whole summer, okay? All right, so let's write all this in a mathematical statement, okay? So we're going to get 12 times x plus, because that's $12 an hour for every hour we mow lawns, 16, and what I'm going to say is times 10 minus x, because that 10 is the number of hours per week available to us to actually work. And so however many hours we put in mowing a lawn, we need to subtract that from 10 to find the number of hours remaining available to work at my mom's business or your mom's business. Okay, so that needs to all be, we want to earn at least $150 per week. Okay, so this just refers to a 1 week process or 1 week of your summer. So let's simplify things a little bit. We have 12x plus 160 minus 16x is greater than or equal to 150. Okay, so we have a negative 4x plus 160 is greater than or equal to 150. So we have the inequality written out. Let's go ahead and solve it and then try to interpret what it means. It's going to be a little bit complicated to figure out what it actually means. So I can subtract 160 from both sides. And these guys cancel. We have a negative 4x is greater than or equal to negative 10. And I can divide by negative 4. Negative 4's cancel. And x, we just divided by a negative, so let's flip the sign. Greater than or equal to, so that's going to flip to, to a less than or equal to 2.5. Okay, so let's think about what that means. Remember, x represents the hours per week mowing lawns, so I can work less than or equal to 2.5 hours per week mowing lawns, which means 7.5 or more hours at the design firm. Okay, and that will give me at least the $150 per week that I need to average over the course of the whole summer. Now, of course, if we wanted to do this per 10 weeks, so this might be the whole summer. So we need to work less than or equal to 25 hours mowing lawns. and more than or equal to 75 hours at the design firm. All right, and so I think it's always good to do a quick mental check. Does that kind of make sense? What if we did exactly 2.5 hours mowing lawns and exactly 7.5 hours at the design firm? So we can do a check down here. 2.5 times the $12 an hour plus 7.5 times the $16 an hour. What does that equal? And that does equal exactly $150. So the answer seems to make sense. It looks like we did it correctly. And that's a good place to stop right there.